Hello everybody, welcome back to the West Ham Career Mode. This is episode 4 and we're entering October. We are taking on Arsenal in the first game of the month. We've actually got a shorter month this month. If we go and look at the calendar, it is Arsenal up first. Then we're going to be simming the game against Brentford and playing Leeds United. Now the board at the moment absolutely love us. I'm not too sure why they love us. Probably because we're 9th in the table. They want us to be mid-table. We're 9th, 9 points from 6. It's actually been a relatively decent start to the season. Not too many wins live on camera. It's much easier to play the game when you're not also commentating, but that's what I put myself under, isn't it? But as we get into October, we've obviously only got October, November, December, and then the January transfer window opens and we can start putting our own stamp on this team. So start getting names of players in the comment section that you want me to scout. Now obviously remember the rules. We are not allowed to sign people that are higher rated than our highest rated player at the club. That is currently 83 with Jarrod Bowen. He is the highest rated player at the club with 83. So yes, you've got to have some sort of knowledge. If they're above 83, I can still scout them. I just can't sign them. So we'll keep an eye on that. Going into the Arsenal game, we still have Rodriguez. He's coming back from injury. Fulkrog is still out. And Scarles isn't back as well. So there won't be any changes to the starting 11. Everyone's fit and healthy. We're playing some decent football. Arsenal will obviously be a proper challenge. Currently sitting top of the league, Arsenal. And we're going to the Emirates to try and take them on and try and get the win. So let's dive straight into... Oh, yeah, we're going to just change over because I forgot that Fernandes gets the little exclamation mark. So I want to try Paqueta because he's a natural CM and Fernandes is a natural cam. So I feel like if we flip those around, we might be okay. I was thinking, can Jarrod Bowen play cam? He's still an 83 plus 1. Out there he's an 83 plus 2. I'm just sort of thinking... Do we try something a little bit different like that? Get Louis Guilherme on as well because he's quick. He's got some pace behind him. So I think we'll go with that. Let's get into it against Arsenal. So the Arsenal players arriving at the Emirates Stadium to the clamour of their home fans. Their top goal scorer is Leandro Trossard, interestingly, with 9. So we'll have to try and keep him quiet today. But yeah, it should be an interesting game as Arteta's going to be giving them the talking through of the tactics, which will probably be get the ball up to Gyökeres, get Odegaard involved, try and really put the press on us, I imagine. Arsenal come into this one heavy favourites, top of the league with a very good squad as well, and that is some good defending straight away from Somerville. It's another rainy day in London. We haven't had too many sunny days yet. Let's just see what we can do from the back here. Is Wan-Bissaka takes over. It is a very high press from Arsenal, which we might be able to play through, to be honest, and we've worked that reasonably well. Up it goes to Somerville, who's twisting and turning, gives it away. Ben White, good interception. Arsenal start on the front foot and West Ham struggling with possession. Here is Victor Gyökeres, the new signing, big money signing over the summer. A lot of people saying Arsenal need a striker to make them title really, well, they're already title contenders, but to really give them a chance. Odegaard, good shot, and we should be able to keep this one in play, and Diouf's just going to clear his lines up towards Callum Wilson, who does win the header very well, actually, and Bowen has picked out Somerville here, and this could be a wonderful counter-attack if Somerville had got the pass right. Here is Victor Gyökeres, forward for Arsenal. They've been keeping possession relatively well, trying to find their front man at every opportunity. That's a good ball into Bukayo Saka, and it's just very good defending there to come across and close it off as Somerville comes forward. He finds Jarrod Bowen in this more central role today, trying to utilise his pace against this Arsenal team. And Wilson, that's a lovely ball through to Somerville. Has he got the pace? Cuts in field, Somerville. Somerville still going. It's 1-0 West Ham. What a finish for the youngster. What a counter-attack. Jarrod Bowen and Callum Wilson playing their pass. His first goal of the season for Crescenzio Somerville. What a goal that is from West Ham. Superb, fluid counter-attacking football. And lovely little cut inside here against Declan Rice onto his right foot. And just fires it past David Raya into that top corner. 1-0 Arsenal. West Ham. 14 minutes gone and a shock result at the moment, or a shock scoreline we should say at the Emirates, as I guess the hometown club. I can't speak, I'm so excited. The home team, Arsenal, are 1-0 down to West Ham United, and yeah, Mikel Arteta will have a lot to think about. We've just got to try and keep our defensive shape Try and keep... Oh, that's a poor pass to give it away, but Callum Wilson's also giving it away. And is this the trick? Jared Bowen in behind the striker, potentially. We've tried him up front. We've tried him on the wing. We've tried him everywhere, to be honest. And this seems to be the best at the moment, as Paqueta will just lay it on back. And we can afford just to keep the ball. Try and make Arsenal sweat a little bit. Use a lot of that energy up, trying to chase us down, as Bowen's on it again. And he's picked a lovely, lovely pass to Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse has got Somerville open. Ben White is getting caught out all the time on this side. In it goes. Wilson! Big save from David Raya, and Declan Rice has to clear it away. Ward-Prowse on it again, as space is opening up in this Arsenal team. They are not defending very well today. Diouf comes forward with it. And it goes to Ward-Prowse. He's just squeezed out of it, and Odegaard can get the ball up to Bukayo Saka. Into Gyökeres. Victor Gyökeres can turn and hold the ball. Out it goes. Moreno to Trossard. Their danger man this season, apparently. That's a good ball up towards Gyökeres. Good strength. And it's kept alive. Odegaard shot from range over the bar. It took a deflection on its way going over. And Declan Rice will swing this corner in. It's flicked on. Not the best header. What a save from Hermansen. That is unbelievable save from Hermansen to deny Saka, who's going to run over and take the corner. Lewis Skelly offering a short option for this corner, and it is the short option that's taken. Swings across into the box. Header again past the post from Saliba. Arsenal are turning the screw, desperate for this equaliser. Paqueta. Bowen dropping a bit deeper, controlling the play, and it's working really well as Aaron Wan-Bissaka's forward. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, what a save from David Raya. It could be 1-1, it could be 2-0. And James Ward-Prowse has stolen the ball from Ben White, but Ben White recovers and clears his lines. What a game we've got here at the Emirates. Callum Wilson back to Paqueta. Seems to be enjoying that central midfield role a little bit more, as well as here is Luis Guilherme. Not seen too much of him, but it has freed up Jared Bowen, who's in behind here. Jared Bowen shoots it straight at David Raya. It really has been a very interesting game, and I do feel like Jared Bowen's more forward-thinking than anyone else we've had in that attacking midfield role. This could be a good little future for the Englishman in that position. Oh, that's a lovely ball through from Victor Gyökeres, trying to release Bukayo Saka. We've held him up somewhat with Igor, but oh, great footwork from Saka. Lays it back. Declan Rice on the edge of the area. Declan Rice, just don't let him get onto his right foot against his former club. He has got onto his right foot. Didn't get the shot off. Saka in a bit of space, cross to the back post. Wan-Bissaka, really good header, and the shot from Mikel Moreno fires wide. 5 minutes till half time, and well, we're holding on to this 1-0 lead, but let's not forget David Raya has made a couple of good saves in this game as well to keep it at 1-0. Poor pass from Paqueta gives the ball away, and we're struggling now. Arsenal are increasing the intensity here as Declan Rice comes forward with it into Victor Gyökeres. That's a really good foot in there, and we managed to get the ball away. Somerville, Ward-Prowse, Jared Bowen, Callum Wilson can just try and hold this one up again. It's Ben White who gets drawn into a central midfield battle. That's easy for David Raya to claim that one. Callum Wilson on the ball, just doing really well, the striker for West Ham. Holds it up, but just closed down as he tried to release the pass. Victor Gyökeres, by the way, will have a pretty terrible pass completion percentage in this one. He's given the ball away numerous times, the new signing. There's another where he just gives it away, and we're not going to mess around with it this time. Clear our lines. Wilson pushed in the back. Referee says play on. That should get us through to half-time, and it does. 1-0 West Ham. Can you believe it? Now, you would imagine that Mikel Arteta has had a right go at his players at half-time there. No substitutes for either team, but the second half gets underway with a very unlikely scoreline here. It's 1-0 West Ham, and to be fair, we're starting this second half reasonably well as the attacking Diouf gets forward again. Here is Bowen into Paqueta. Paqueta goes wide to Guilherme, moving it side to side. We do miss Fulkrog. I really do miss a big target man in there. Paqueta is there on his left foot, manages to get a shot off, and David Raya has to touch it over the bar. I don't think he was expecting the shot, but it's a good effort from Lucas Paqueta as James Ward-Prowse can fire this one in towards a dangerous area. Saliba with a good header away. Paqueta keeps it alive. Back to Ward-Prowse. Swings in another cross. Raya punches this time. It's going to be kept alive very easily by Luis Guilherme as it's laid off from Todibo. Paqueta into Somerville. Twisting and turning. Doing well. Tackled by Declan Rice though. And well, the ball's been given away again by Arsenal. Jared Bowen. Ward-Prowse. Paqueta tries to feed it through the gap. It's really well read by Saliba, and well, Arsenal have given it away. Quick shot from Wilson goes past the post. Paqueta out to Guilherme, tries to put it into space towards Bowen, but Saliba's there again to read it. And Arsenal are... You sort of feel like they've gone more attacking, but they're trying to do it through building out from the back and possession. And well, we're enjoying them doing this because we are catching them out with some passes. But at the moment, in the rain, it is still 1-0 West Ham here at the Emirates Stadium as Saka is on the ball. He's done well to get past James Ward-Prowse there into Gyökeres. Gyökeres holds it up, goes back to Saka, who did stay onside, but under a bit of pressure. It's good defending, and the referee's given a free kick to Arsenal right on the edge of the box. Going to be Martin Odegaard over this one, you would imagine. Martin Odegaard, I tried to go for the cheeky little short one, but got it wrong. And we do have a potential counter-attack on here. Not that I want Igor to be launching it forward, to be honest, as Luis Guilherme, pass intercepted, Arsenal recover the ball. Header won by Paqueta as Guilherme comes forward into space. Luis Guilherme's shot blocked. Will it be a corner? It will. We're actually going to use that opportunity to get some subs on. Just about an hour gone. Diouf, yeah, was looking tired. He can come off for Walker-Peters, and we are going to go slightly more defensive in central midfield as Magassa is going to come on to replace Paqueta. Paqueta's had a good game, and so has Diouf. Just tiredness and tactical changes now is what's laying us in to those substitutes. Ball in, heading for Igor, but headed away. Ward-Prowse will keep this one alive, I think. And he's just trying to create a little bit of space if he can. Not too much on, so recycles it to Debo. Magassa, fresh off the bench, into Jared Bowen. Jared Bowen, oh, good pressure from Martin Odegaard. Jared Bowen caught on the ball there. As Bukayo Saka has lost momentum in the counter-attack, and that is a terrible pass as well. As Arsenal struggling under the pressure of the home crowd, it looks like here. Wilson just getting in the way of Magassa. He held it up well, but didn't... Well, Magassa, that's a terrible pass. Here is Leandro Trossard, Arsenal's danger man, top goal scorer for the year. Flicks it inside. Does find Odegaard into the area. Good bit of pressure on him from Todibo. As Trossard's still on the ball. Tries to cut that one back into Odegaard. Odegaard finds Gyökeres. Flicks it on one more. It's lovely football, but volleyed away very well by, I think it was Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And what a clearance that was, because it's just relieved all of the pressure on us as Walker-Peters is beaten in the air by Bukayo Saka in a battle of the midgets. But it was the Arsenal man that came out on top as Igor's back there defending. Walker-Peters just about deals with that, and Hermansen will clear his lines easily done. That's a really good header from Luis Enrique as Bowen holds this one up and looks for the Brazilian. The young Brazilian could be in here. He's lacking a little bit of pace to get away. Magassa. Bowen, right left-footed cross, swings it in, too much on it, and Raya will have an easy cap. Odegaard, good ball out to Saka on that wing again, back into Odegaard, and defended well, and this shot goes past the post. 10 minutes to go. We do have some tired legs. We will bring on Marshall, a bit more of a physical presence, as for some reason we have a West Ham logo on the back of our jacket as well. But Marshall, the youngster, is just going to come on, and Todibo's going to try and see if he can get involved early doors. And it's actually Jared Bowen that wins the header very well as Magassa finds Guilherme. Guilherme comes forward as Luis Guilherme got so much space to run into. Can dig out across. Raya with a punch again. Not the best punch from the goalkeeper. Lucky that he had Mikel Moreno on hand to clear that one up. There is about 8 minutes to go plus added time in this one, and it's still West Ham United 1, Arsenal 0. So a couple of minutes to go in this one. Arsenal keeping the possession but not really progressing with it, and as soon as they do we pounce and win it, and we can counter here. Guilherme flicks it forward looking for Jared Bowen. Nice little back heel to find the Brazilian. Guilherme into Bowen again. Can go back to Guilherme and we don't have to rush. We can take our time. Magassa did rush though and gave it away. So hopefully that will be that. 30 seconds to go in this one as they go all the way back to the goalkeeper. Raya goes long. And that is full time. 1-0 West Ham. Come on, what a win. So an absolutely unbelievable win there for us. Very, very happy with that one. We do have a notification as Wan-Bissaka has a development schedule update. I think we're going to change, and that's going to be our new starting lineup. Fernandez is going to come out to be replaced by Luis Guilherme. We definitely need to get a winger in then if this is what we're going to be sticking with for a little while. Obviously, Fulkrug to come back as well. Yeah, this could be very nice. The feel of that team felt very, very good indeed. So Wan-Bissaka has some news. Developing well. Okay, he's reached a new physical level, which is good. That means he's gone up. And we've got some role stuff to do, but I'll advance forward. We'll be back to sim the Brentford game. Okay, match day is then coming off the back of that wonderful win. We are going to be simming this one. We're going to stick with the same team that just beat Arsenal, and we're going to see how we get on against Brentford. It's a 2-1 loss. Yanalt and Milambo scoring for them. Bowen did score for us from that attacking midfield role, but yeah, we couldn't get the win. We actually went 1-0 up as well, which is a bit disappointing. Second game of the episode coming up, we'll be taking on Leeds United. Here we are then in sunny Yorkshire. Elland Road host Leeds versus West Ham United as Daniel Farke's team are going to try and pick up 3 points. Not been a great season for them so far. They sit down in 18th in the league. Cultured Left Foot's West Ham up in 9th. At the moment, a good 1-0 win over Arsenal was dampened a bit by a 2-1 loss to Brentford. Good news for the Hammers. They welcome back Nicholas Fulkrog and Fernandez, who both make the bench in this one. Not Fernandez, sorry, Rodriguez, who both make the bench. But it is an unchanged starting 11 for that team that, first off, drew with Arsenal, or beat Arsenal, as Jared Bowen's in here. Bowen, good save from Perry in goal, that one. Yeah, unchanged from the team that beat Arsenal and lost to Brentford, but it looks like it was a very positive start to get this game underway. So hopefully, Hammer fans, you're in for a bit of a delight here. Paqueta puts that into Guilherme. Oh, went for the 1-2. Good defending in the end by Leeds, but the early situations here suggest that West Ham are going to be in control of the ball in this game a little bit more than Leeds, although this is a good run forward from the fullback. And he's getting forward. Wan-Bissaka blocks the cross well, though. 6 minutes gone. First corner of the game is for Leeds. And it is going to be swung into a dangerous area with a header. It's 1-0. Rodon gets it. It's been a positive start from West Ham, but they find themselves 1-0 down to a Joe Rodon header. It's his first goal of the season, and he needs to work on his celebration. 1-0 lead. So an absolute hammer blow for West Ham early on in this game as... well, against Brentford, they found themselves 1-0 up early on, and this time they find themselves 1-0 down early on, and they're going to have to sort of try and get some of that spirit that they showed against Arsenal back in this one. Although Willy Gnonto's in, and it's a good save from Hermansen. It's all Leeds United at the moment. Right, can we mark up Joe Rodon properly for this corner as it's swung in again to a dangerous area? It's 2! Pascal Struijk has got the second, and Hermansen came flapping out. Reminiscent of early Fabianski days, but it's his first goal of the season as well, and Leeds United are the king of set pieces, it seems. 2-0 to Leeds at home, 2 goals from set pieces, and Hermansen's had an absolute shocker at that one. 2-0 Leeds, 2 corner goals. This could be painful. Leeds coming forward again with it. They've got the confidence flowing. They don't look like a team who's sitting bottom of the Premier League table, or at least in the relegation zones anyway. But yeah, they're playing very, very well. It's tough to get the ball off them in this situation. Nothing like when we played Arsenal. And that's another attempted header. They can see the crosses suiting Leeds. It's another corner after it was defended well. It's swung into a dangerous area. Again, it's another header in the box from James Justin this time. Over the bar. And that man there's just got to be happy with this. Jared Bowen round the corner to Ward-Prowse. Up to Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson just waiting for that run from Diouf, and he's done really well. Diouf, in it goes. Shot there, good save from Perry. And it is a corner. Is this going to be just a game of set pieces? Now, obviously, we do have Fulkrug back on the bench, so we can wait to see what he does. There's a header. What a save from Perry. Oh, my word. What a save. Now, I don't know how to use the new replay system in here. I want an instant replay, and I want orbit, I think, right? So that I can control where it goes. Yeah, that's it, right. Swing this in, right? What a save that is. The corner comes in, and it's actually Callum Wilson, I think, that heads that down. Falls to Diouf. Great header from Diouf. What a save that is from Lucas Perry. What a save. He's got 0 time to react. Unbelievable. And it hits the man on the line as well. And then he dives on the rebound. Oh, unbelievable scenes at Elland Road. How that is not 2-1, I do not know. I can't believe it. I honestly can't believe it. What a save. Oh, what a ball through into Okafor. It's 3. 20 minutes gone and Leeds are in absolute dreamland. 3-0. Nicholas Okafor gets his second goal of the season. Sorry, Noah Okafor gets his second goal of the season. Leeds United are rampant here in Elland Road. It was really good play, really good build-up. Lovely little reverse pass there. And then that was a lovely ball through. First time from Okafor. I mean, we're getting battered. We are getting battered. I honestly don't feel like we deserve it. We could have definitely scored in this game. We had an early chance with Bowen. Perry's made 2 really good saves. And I don't know what to say as Luis Guilherme comes forward with it. He's not really got too many options in there. It'll be another corner in this game. So many corners to watch and be excited by, as I thought Callum Wilson was going to win that header. Paqueta to Debo. Moves it on one more to Somerville. Somerville twists and turns, trying to create a little bit of space. Puts that one into Diouf. Oh, what a save from Perry again. We found a goalkeeper on form. And that is very, very annoying. Ward-Prowse swings this one in low and hard this time. And Tanaka with a very good defensive header and gets on the loose ball as well. Although James Ward-Prowse has stolen it off him. And, well, Callum Wilson has done the square root of sod all there. Getter out to Luis Guilherme as we're trying to force the issue a little bit, as it's just not working for us. And Aston Villa have taken a surprise lead ahead of Man City as well. So, yeah, this is an interesting day in the Premier League so far. Another cross coming in the box from Leeds, and they are playing their tactics very, very well. Oh, I'm not too sure how much Hermansen knew about that. It's just sort of hit his foot and gone behind. Now, there is a short option there for Leeds, but they swing it into the box. Ward-Prowse trying to do something with it, and that's a poor effort given how clinical they've been from set pieces. Still 3-0, half an hour gone. Gudmundsson coming down the left again, and Leeds are having a lot of joy down the flanks here. Harrison, ball through, should be Hermansen's. It is good defending from Tadibo just to ease the attacker out the way. That's not the greatest throw from Hermansen, is it? That's not the greatest pass from Wan-Bissaka. That's better defending there. Up it goes towards Callum Wilson. Holds the ball up well. Bowen flicks it on to Somerville. We're actually struggling to get men forward. Early on in the game we were flying men forward, but now Leeds are defending very well and getting back in numbers. Is he onside? He's not. Luis Guilherme offside. 5-ish minutes till half time. Good work from Leeds on the right, and just holding on to the ball, wasting a bit of time out there. Oh my word, oh my word. What are we doing? We've just got to clear that. We're messing around with it. Hermansen gets us out of trouble. It's about time he did something useful in this in this game, to be honest. But Leeds, another corner, swing it in. It's going to be a free header over the bar from Rodon this time. It's just Leeds down the wings and in their set pieces. I just can't deal with them. They've been absolutely incredible in this game. It's the first time we've really come up against a team that are dominating set pieces, although we are in behind them somewhat now. We need to get a Fulkrug on, I think. We're lacking a physical presence in the box. Callum Wilson just not cutting it for us in today's game, and Fulkrug will be chomping at the bit coming back from injury, you would imagine. So let's see what he can do. There is Somerville again. Twist turns into Wilson. Can flick it on. Somerville can go out wide into Luis Guilherme. Tries to cut that one across, but easy for Joe Rodon to get in the way. Diouf. Bowen can just lay that one off to Paqueta. Out to Guilherme. Leeds keeping a narrow shape when we do have the ball. Makes it very hard to play through them. Ward-Prowse. Somerville. No. Poor pass. Wrong decision. And Leeds will get through to half-time with a clean sheet and 3 goals in front. Unbelievable. So we've gone for a double substitution at half-time. Nicholas Fulkrug is back from injury, is on the pitch for the second half. And we've had a change at centre-back, as wasn't too impressed with Igor. He's been replaced by Mavropanos. A bit more height at the back as well to try and help us deal with those set pieces and the balls that Leeds are putting in from crosses and things like that. We just need to be a bit more on it in this second half. But it looks like it's going to continue on from the first half, because it's all Leeds and they're all going wide down the wings. That's really good play from Gudmundsson. Into Jack Harrison, back to Tanaka. Harrison's there again, sort of missed the crossing opportunity, and we forced him wide, which is absolutely fine by me. Gruev keeps the ball sensibly back to Rodon, and Longstaff is there. It's still all Leeds though, as Harrison comes forward, lays that in. Powerful shot from Longstaff. Big easy save. A good save we need in the start of this first half, really, because I don't think Hermansen's played the best today. Somerville, Diouf overlapping on the left-hand side. Just cuts that one back, Somerville. First time cross, too close to the keeper though. It's always going to be tough to do that. That's not the best clearance from the goalkeeper. And we've won possession back early on. Ward-Prowse just manages to sneak that one through. Somerville, Diouf with a really good run. Diouf's done really well here. Cuts it into the box. Nobody there. Cleared away. And Okafor's held that one up wonderfully well with his chest. What a bit of chest control that is from Noah Okafor, as Gruev now comes forward with it. Jack Harrison up to Okafor again. Forced backwards, turns well, ball through, read well by the substitute Mavropanos. Fulkrog lays it off to Somerville again. We are getting a bit of joy with pace on that left-hand side, but Somerville showed too much of it to the defender. Mavropanos with a good header. That's what he's there for. Bring that extra height into the team. Bowen sneaks it through. Fulkrog, I think, is onside. Nicholas Fulkrog on his return from injury gets the goal. It's 3-1. Leeds United do concede, and West Ham are in with a shout now. Nicholas Fulkrog gets it on his return from injury. His second appearance of the season, and he has 2 goals. He's missed, I think, 7 games in the league. But yeah, got close range. Just going to rifle it past the keeper as hard as he can. And he does show how valuable he is to this Hammers team. But surely got to be in the market for a new striker in the summer. Or in the winter. Lewis Guillem's read the ball really well as Leeds try to play it out from the back. And Guillem can run forward. He really needs Fulkrog to sort of make a move into the box. And just, yeah, you just run out of steam. It's a lot easier for defenders to push you off the ball when you're sprinting, and it's sort of something I need to figure out here. Is Jack Harrison showing how you should use your body? The AI is very good at doing that. I'm going to try and double up on him a bit here. Cross comes in, well read by Tadibo though. Good defending. Now, can we build up something from the back as Mavropanos just brings the ball out up to Diouf. Somerville, Ward-Prowse gives it back to Somerville, who's got space to run into. Can extend those legs a little bit more. Somerville into Jarrod Bowen, but just shows poor first touch. Showed too much of it to the defender. Jarrod Bowen, great run from Somerville down the left-hand side. He's offside. That is very irritating. Kyle Walker-Peters is going to come on to be replacing Diouf on the left as Leeds make a couple of substitutions as well. Joe Rodon's actually gone off to replace by Biol at the back. Harrison off to replace by Dan James for a bit more pace. And Gruev has been replaced by the German Anton Stach, who is very, very good. And if he's not starting for Leeds, it's definitely someone I'd have my eye on to pick up, or if they get relegated potentially. But we can't talk about them getting relegated because, well, they're beating us 3-1 at the moment as Hermansen with a good save there. Wan-Bissaka up the line to Guillem early on. Into Nicholas Fulkrog, and that's better target forward play that we want from our striker. Guillem cuts in field and he's got Jarrod Bowen, and Jarrod Bowen's in. Jarrod Bowen, it's 3-2. It's 3-2. The captain scores with 14 minutes to go. His 3rd goal of the season. Really good play from Fulkrog into Louis Guillem, and that was a lovely little reverse pass. Jarrod Bowen kept his run on side and then left-footed into the top corner. 3-2. This game is going to have quite an ending, you feel. Willie Gnonto using his pace. James Ward-Prowse just cannot keep up with the winger. He's dinked in a cross there. It's actually Paqueta with some really good defensive play. Bowen was caught on it a little bit. 10 minutes to go. Let's get fresh legs on here. We're going to go Ward-Prowse off for Fernandez in the middle. We're going to have to bring on Soucek as well because Paqueta's absolutely shattered. We don't have an option on left wing. Maybe Marshall. We're out of substitutions. We're going to do that. We're going to go fresh legs in the centre of the park. I think that is the way to go, of course, if the ball goes out of play. EAFC, not always the best for making substitutions. That's a poor pass from Paqueta. Potentially tiredness coming in. He looks like he put too much power on that as Tanaka dinks it through into Noah Rocafort. Wasn't expecting that. Great save, Hermansen down low to his left. And that will allow our fresh legs to get on the pitch. But we know how dangerous Leeds can be from these corners, and they look to put it into a great area again. Soucek, his first touch off the subs bench is to clear it off the line from a corner, and Hermansen, really big save again, and we might have a chance here if we can get this up to... Nicholas Fulkrog didn't even attempt to win the ball, which is very annoying when you've got a big German striker like that up front. But Leeds could have wrapped up the game there as Okafor comes forward with it. Still going Noah Rocafort into Dan James. We've not seen too much of him since he came on. He sort of, Leeds have not really got into our attacking half since they made their earlier substitutions. Wan-Bissaka reads that one well, but it's picked up. Here is Dan James, or he was trying to get on there anyway. Wan-Bissaka, good control, good half volley pass. Luis Guillem, given away. Tanaka's there. Okafor into Dan James. Last couple of minutes, Wan-Bissaka with a touch. Great header from Mavropanos to get it away, and that's a really good foot in. Soucek up to Fulkrog. Bowen into Fulkrog again. You can actually tell Fulkrog is a little bit lacking match sharpness because he's a little bit slow to react to things. But we've won the ball. Guillem, that was the chance. That was the chance to get a late equaliser. Dan James is now going to show his pace when you don't want him to. And that's what he can bring to the team. It's a really good tackle from Wan-Bissaka on his former Man United teammate. Cleared away. It's 3-2 Leeds. A really good effort in the second half from West Ham. And let's be honest, Leeds have got to thank Perry in goal because he made some outstanding saves in that game. And Leeds undo us with 3 headed goals. I wanted more crosses. We saw a cross goal with a header and 2 set-piece goals with headers. Well done to them. Interestingly then, we saw Villa take an early lead against Man City. That game finished 3-3, which is absolutely crazy. We have some messages to go through very quickly. Ariel needs more game time. You're still in the squad. I'm going to sell you. Full Krog was happy. No worries. You didn't let us down. You actually scored a goal, which was very welcomed indeed. So looking at the standings wise, let's look at the league first. We are down in 11th now. Leeds climb out of the bottom 3 with that win against us, but Sunderland, Burnley and Bournemouth all down the bottom. Brentford, Brighton, Leeds, Wolves, Palace, Spurs are below us. Man City are just above us in 10th. At the top of the table then is Arsenal second to Aston Villa, who sit top. Newcastle third, we play them next. Liverpool, Everton and Nottingham Forest make out the top 6. Let's have a quick look at the calendar and plan the next episode, which we're going to do here. So we'll get through into the next month, which will be November, as I pressed the wrong button, into November, where we have Newcastle, Burnley, Bournemouth and Liverpool. I think we're going to do... Now, do we do 2 episodes here and do Newcastle and... Because I don't really want to miss any of those games. I sort of feel like Newcastle and Burnley are both good games and Bournemouth and Liverpool would be 2 good games as well. So, I think next episode we'll do Newcastle and Burnley and then the episode after that we'll come back and do Bournemouth and Liverpool. So, yes, let me know your thoughts down below. As I said, get players that you want me to scout in the comment section down below as well. And we'll be back for another episode very, very soon. Thank you for watching. See you shortly. Cheers.